Hey everyone, welcome to our channel Mental Game. Today, we are going to talk about things every woman should know about men. Now let's begin. We love to compare men and women. We like to see who is stronger, smarter, more creative, better at languages, etc. Studying the sexes never gets old. And we will continue to evaluate our differences until we get bored or until we're blue in the face. We like to learn about each other because in doing so we can learn more about ourselves. The 90s relationship book Men are from Mars, Women are from Venus didn't lie, even the symbols that represent us show that we come from different planets. However, just because two things vary doesn't mean commonalities won't exist. Clearly, we have some things in common with men, more than we'd like to admit. By studying men we learn about women, but we can also just, well, learn about men. Men do like cuddling. Although the chances are that your man probably won't like cuddling quite as much as you do, many men still do like cuddling. It can be hard for men to admit this because cuddling is often seen as girly or feminine, but many men still like to cuddle. Cuddling is a chance to connect on a physical level that isn't purely sexual. It's a chance to touch you without the intent of actually having sex. This can be satisfying for the man as well as the woman. Sometimes men just want to connect in this way as well. Men crave appreciation. Most women don't fully understand how crucial it is for a man to feel appreciated, and the enormous impact expressions of appreciation can have on him. Granted, everyone likes to be acknowledged and appreciated, but women don't need it in the same way and to the same extent that men do. Just as most women primarily need to feel cherished and adored, men need to feel appreciated and admired to be truly satisfied in a relationship. Men like so many things about women that women don't even realize. This is a secret about men that many women don't really understand. Everything from the way you wear your hair, to your handwriting, to your reaction to movies, to the flowers you put on the kitchen table, there is a good chance that your man appreciates you in many different ways that you could not have possibly anticipated. Men are afraid of losing their freedom. This is true. The misconception that gets perpetuated, though, is that men hate commitment, are anti-relationship, and just want to run wild and do whatever they want. This isn't actually the case. Freedom for a man is more of a psychological state than having the actual freedom to run around and do whatever he wants. No one talks about this, though. Instead, books and articles are written giving women a playbook to trap a man into commitment. They paint a picture that looks a lot like the coyote chasing after the roadrunner. Men often dread the time of the month just as much as you do. Even though men don't have to endure the cramping, headaches and general malaise that accompany premenstrual syndrome for women, that doesn't mean he has nothing to fear. The reason is because he often has to undergo a set of symptoms himself. Some of these symptoms include everything he does is wrong, he is forced to undergo excessive arguments which he can never win, he has to buy lots of chocolate, he is blamed for random problems, or he becomes the emotional punching bag of an extremely hormonal woman. Actions speak louder than words. Men cannot read minds and they are not as expressive as most women are. Tell your man what you want and he will try to give you that. Stop expecting him to understand and fulfill your expectations on his own. Tell him what you expect and want. For example, if you want him to surprise you with a special date, tell him you love it when he surprises you with a date. Men have a decreased ability to be intuitive about what a woman wants, so you'll have to make sure he really knows your likes and dislikes. Men need space too. Sometimes women become overly solicitous and get too involved so that men feel suffocated. If your guy is asking for some space, don't take it personally, he actually just needs space. It doesn't have anything to do with you or your relationship. Taking time for yourself to do your own thing is healthy and you should enjoy some alone time too. Relationships that feel too suffocating for a man may make him run the other way. If he is upset, he may be hiding deep emotional wounds. Men oftentimes express themselves differently than women do. It is often harder for guys to be vulnerable because they are trained to be strong and tough. So if you suspect that something is really bothering your man, but he isn't talking about it, there's a good chance that you are right. He may just seem sullen or different somehow. A lot of the things men do are to impress you. You may not realize it, but if your boyfriend is acting tough in a bar, or getting you expensive gifts, or doing other things to put on a show, he is probably trying to impress you. You may just think that this is how he behaves naturally, but the chances are that he wouldn't go through so much effort if he wasn't trying to at least get your approval. You can see this in action when you mention something you like, and your guy suddenly tries to show you what he knows about that particular topic. More vulnerable to loneliness. While loneliness can take a toll on everyone's health and brain, older men seem particularly vulnerable, said Luann Brizendine, of the University of California, San Francisco, and author of The Male Brain. Men tend to reach out less than women, which exacerbates loneliness and the toll it takes on their brain's social circuits, she said. Focused on solutions. While many studies suggest that women are more empathetic than men, Brizendine stressed this is not entirely true. The empathy system of the male brain does respond when someone is stressed or expressing a problem. But the fix-it region quickly takes over. Embraces chain of command. An unstable hierarchy can cause men considerable anxiety, said Brizendine. But an established chain of command, such as that practiced by the military in many workplaces, reduces testosterone and curbs male aggression, she said. Matures over time, really. Preoccupation with establishing pecking order, which starts as early as age 6, motivates the male dance, where they are always putting each other down, added Brizendine. It is better to be aggressive in a verbal jab than to duke it out, she said. Psychological studies have shown that one-upmanship holds less appeal for older men. Instead, they pay more attention to relationships and bettering the community, said Brizendine. Primed for fatherhood. The male brain becomes especially primed for cooperation in the months before becoming a father. Fathers-to-be go through hormone changes. Prolactin goes up, testosterone goes down, which likely encourage paternal behavior, found a 2000 study in Evolution and Human Behavior. Daddy play. Daddy-specific ways of playing with their kids, more roughhousing, more spontaneity, more teasing can help kids learn better, be more confident, and prepare them for the real world, studies have shown. Also, involved dads lessen risky kids' sexual behavior. Covets wedding bells, too. Women want to settle down, and men want to sow their wild oats forever, the refrain usually goes. But this might be one of the largest misconceptions stemming from the U.S. tendency of using undergrads as test subjects. Men value direct communication, men tend to appreciate clear and straightforward communication. Being direct and concise when expressing your thoughts, needs, and expectations can lead to better understanding and reduce misunderstandings. Men often appreciate independence. Many men appreciate having their personal space and time to pursue their own interests and hobbies. It's important to respect their need for independence and allow them to maintain their individuality within the relationship. Men may have different problem-solving approaches. Men often approach problem-solving in a practical and solution-oriented manner. They may focus on finding tangible solutions rather than discussing emotions extensively. Recognizing and appreciating this approach can help foster effective communication during challenging situations. Men can have insecurities too. Despite societal expectations, men also experience insecurities about their appearance, abilities, and self-worth. Offering support, encouragement, and reassurance can help men feel valued and build their self-confidence. Men may not always express emotions openly. Societal norms often discourage men from openly expressing their emotions. Instead of expecting men to share their feelings in the same way women do, it can be helpful to create a safe and non-judgmental space where men feel comfortable expressing themselves in their own unique ways. Men appreciate feeling desired and appreciated. Just like women, men also value feeling desired and appreciated in their relationships. Expressing affection, giving compliments, and showing appreciation for their efforts can help strengthen the emotional connection. Men are diverse individuals. Just as women are diverse, men also have varied interests, preferences, and personalities. Avoid making assumptions or generalizations about all men based on stereotypes. Get to know men as individuals and appreciate their unique qualities and perspectives. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, so we can keep making them. For more videos, subscribe this Mental Game channel and remember to click on the notification. Also be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.